Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. Ryan Gravenberch has finally been unveiled after hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of waiting. My words. And Dan called it right. They have recreated the photo of him in the Liverpool shirt, sat on a bike. Brilliant stuff from Liverpool. They teased it just a moment or two ago with just the background, and then they've put that out. I've got the original photo that they've kind of recreated here so that you can see that one. That's the inspiration. Dan called it about 7 hours ago or something. This is the new one. Get back, you bastard, Aaron. This is the new one. He's looking swell in that lovely red home Liverpool kit. Love the fact that they use the design elements of the Dutch flag colours over Gravenberch up above and below. And they've got welcome in Dutch there as well for him. It's absolutely brilliant. Pecco smiles, says, Chris, Liverpool are going to win the league. I'm not sure which league he means, because if he means Premier League, I doubt that you are right. But I hope that you are right. Now, just the small... I've never sat on this chair like this. It's quite comfortable. Now, just the small matter of a centre-back to do in 1 hour and 14 minutes. That's what I'm talking about now. No, Ryan Gravenberch, though, seriously, if you've not been here all day and you've not been talking Ryan Gravenberch with me all day, and I mean all day, let's talk about him. The player is 21 years old. He got into the under-21 squad list players because he was born in March 2002, and he have to be born on or after January the 1st, 2002. He is technical. He is tall. He is attacking. He is a versatile Swiss Army knife of a midfielder. And he must have been promised game time at Liverpool. He didn't want to stay at Bayern Munich because he wasn't going to get the game time. Tuchel didn't fancy him. The last manager didn't fancy him. He's had a nightmare year at Bayern Munich. Now he has moved to Liverpool. Liverpool must have promised some type of game time for him. Where that is, I'm not exactly sure. But I cannot wait to see what Jurgen makes him into. I've spoken about this so often during the day. Sorry, I've just seen Russ's tweet, Russ's thing there. Yeah, you're right. I won't be doing that again. Thanks very much. Ben Jones, absolutely buzzing for Gravenberch. What a player we have on our hands. Dude's got crazy potential. Today has been a day, hasn't it? I mean, I've been stressing about whether we're going to sign Ryan Gravenberch for about 5 hours or so now because of the Paulinho stuff and that falling through. And then thankfully David Lynch came out and started to say to us and allay our fears and say, look, it doesn't matter. Ryan Gravenberch is going to be a red. And then obviously you see a few tweets a little bit later, going to get done 10 o'clock, slightly early from Liverpool because they didn't want everyone to know when it was going to get done. So they went 15 minutes early, which was nice of them. Yeah, I'm hearing that he is going to be the number 38. Rumours of that broke a little while ago. Which is interesting, isn't it? I'm sure we must have something now. Oh, we do. We've got a video. Shall we go back to the beginning of the video? Let's have a little look at this. Ryan. Ajax. Running, buildings, Amsterdam, Dutch, Bayern Munich, new badge, smiling, clocks on the Liver building. Gravenberch, 38, there you go. Hearing he was 38, told you, he's 38, 5-year deal. Gravenberch, lowercase e, terrible. And welcome, Gravenberch. Power pose, ends video, and repeats. Beautiful stuff there from Liverpool, to be honest with you. And I'm sure, wait there, was there a Google Pixel in there? No, I was just about to say that it was probably filmed on a Google Pixel phone. Let's have a look. Was there product placement there of a Google Pixel? Is this one of Liverpool's new sponsors getting themselves into a reaction video? Lowercase e, terrible. Oh, stare, man stare. Love the stare. Little point. Didn't see the Pixel. You're probably better than I am. Number 38, it was his number coming through the ranks at Amsterdam. So he's harking back to those days. It tells me a little bit about the mentality of the player, doesn't it? Because he wants to forget Bayern Munich. He wants to hark back to those days coming through at Ajax, and he wants to get back to those levels. The levels that got him a move to a massive club in Bayern Munich. Liverpool have taken a chance on him. Liverpool have finally got their man after 18 months, 2 years of wanting him. I'm hearing 5-year deal. Yep, 5-year deal. That's what I'm hearing right now. I'm going back over to Liverpool's official Twitter. Liverpool have completed the signing of midfielder Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich on a long-term contract. Oh, God. Subject to a work permit. Please, no. Why? No. Didn't want that. Let's get over to the website. Because they've got it here, and I'm sure there'll be some kind of a little interview or something. Netherlands international Gravenberch becomes the 4th new arrival of the summer for the Reds after undergoing a medical and finalised deal at the sponsor training centre today. A product of AFC Ajax's famous academy system, he came through the ranks to become the club's youngest ever debutant at 16 and went on to claim 3 Eredivisie titles before naming the division's Talent of the Year. Success in 2 Dutch Cups. Gravenberch scored the opening goal in 2021 final as they beat Vitesse. He's made 103 appearances, 14 starts in the Champions League, delivered 25 goal contributions, switched to Bayern, featured 33 times, 3 starts in Bundesliga. I'm paraphrasing here and putting some more facts in. 6 in total, I think it was. 21-year-old started a new chapter in his career with the Jürgen Klopp team, following Alexis McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai and Wataru Endo to Anfield. I'm very happy that the deal is done and I'm finally here. If you see it from the outside, it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. Also the fans, the stadium, I think everything from the outside is top. So that's why it was the right club. Excellent. Smiley, happy, Gravenberchy. Lovely. I'm really looking forward to being at Anfield and can't wait to hear You'll Never Walk Alone sung. The Reds' new number 38 added. Now we start fresh again. A new start, and I'm going to give my all for this club. My ambitions are to win prizes, play a lot, and then show them who we are and who I am. Strong words from Ryan Gravenberch. He has forgotten all about Bayern Munich already. He is all about the Reds, isn't he? I'm going to get into some of the comments and stuff. Now, I genuinely think Klopp thinks he can make Gravenberch into a Bellingham calibre of player. My word. Klopp probably does. Klopp is a great coach. Klopp gets players to be better. Chris has big Bluey's dad energy. I love Bluey's dad. He's great. He's my cartoon superhero. Next thing you know, Chris will be starting an OnlyFans after the way he was sitting. Hey, James. That's naughty. Etsam Ul Hassan, order a Chinese to celebrate. Are you mad, lad? I've already had an Indian tonight, mate. We do it right here at Redmen TV. Boss little Indian, actually, as well. We chose it for the simple fact that on the Just Eat app, it had the Liverpool sort of liver birds, and we were like, Liverpool fans, Indian, get in me belly, son. And the app's just genuinely buzzing with this now. Bring on this season. Neil Francis, what a superb window. Clever buys. Just keep Mo now, and we're all sorted. We need to keep Mo Salah. We do. Of course we do. I've spoken about it all day. We do, you're right. Ben Jones, it's like his redemption arc, and I'm all for it. On 38, he's going to be an amazing character for Liverpool, and Van Dijk and Gakpo will help him settle in, and what a player we'll have him in 2 years' time. Absolutely. Big fella, thank you so much for the super chat. Chris, thank you for example. I can sleep tonight. I hope you can. I will be sleeping tonight. Jose Cambronero, someone get Stevie Wonder because it's signed, sealed, delivered. He's ours. God, I'm a terrible singer. Paycheck is a lot more sexual than I remember. Okay. I'm a lot rounder than I used to be. Timothy Parrish, just glad transfer deadline is basically here, but they won't stop obsessing every damn day about Salah. My gosh, Timothy, you're absolutely right, aren't you? They will not stop. Thursday next week, that is when the Saudi Arabian transfer deadline stops. It wouldn't surprise me if the government just got rid of it so they can continue to unsettle Mo all the way up to the January transfer window and throughout. But 200 million, if FSG turn that down, fair play to them. They're brave if they do that. I would hold out for 250. I wouldn't sell him this window. I would get it done for next year. No problem. Sign it up. 150 million next summer. Sounds. Let's do a year. Let's get in the Champions. Let's keep Mo around. Inspector Crud, how long is the contract? I'm hearing 5 years, but I've not seen anything to suggest that is actually the case. Travel Pizza says, if we don't bring a centre-back in, our summer window is a 5 out of 10. agree with you on the fact that, like, I'll grade it in A, B, C, D, E or whatever, because the numbers I think are a little bit too binary. There's too many of them for a start. I would have had it as an A if we'd have got a centre back in as well. I would probably go it's still a B plus. But that all being said, like, it could have been an A star, because if you'd have brought a centre back in, and I'll give it as an A minus actually, and it goes down to a B plus. It could have been an A star if you got me Gravenberch before the season starts and you got me a centre back as well at any point, to be honest with you. I am disappointed that we've not been able to get a centre back. We've not been linked with a centre back. I do feel like that's the next thing that this side needs, and I feel like Liverpool haven't given themselves the best start to a season because of the uncertainty around extra bodies and all that type of stuff. You should get those players in all the time for Jurgen prior to the window. It's just the way that business should be done, and obviously the Jordan Henderson and the Fabinho thing has absolutely messed that up for us. But like, Endo could be good or bad, and I really hope that he's good. He's got the skill set that he can be good, but I just don't know how good a player he is or how good a player he will be. He's not the future of the six at Liverpool, I'll say that, but I do feel like they're going to box that next, and a centre-back / left-back, if we continue with this system, is a must. If we don't continue with the system, and we just decide now with Gravenberch we're comfortable playing, let's say, a 4-3-3. I don't see why we would do that, right? It's the right back is probably the main issue in terms of, but you might go into there with Gomez, which means a centre-back of some description is still needed because of our injury-prone centre-backs. There is a lot of hype around Jarell Quansah, and Paul Mitchell says that. There's a lot of hype around Quansah, though, as a centre-back. Maybe he was the plan. Listen, he might be the plan. I'm still at a loss, to be honest, with why Liverpool have decided that, like, they can let Nat Phillips go and not bring a centre-back in. I was 100% sure that when we let Nat Phillips go to Celtic on loan, that we would absolutely be getting a centre-back. It just seemed to make perfect sense, didn't it? But nothing ever really makes perfect sense. Positivity Zone says, Chris, putting yourself in Jurgen's shoes, how would you integrate Gravenberch this size, and what would your long-term plans be for his position and use in the team? That's a really, really great question. I don't see him as a number 6. I do see him as a rotational player in one of the 8s. Now, I get laughed at all the time for this, but like, it doesn't look to me like Liverpool have the squad for the 3-box-3, although we continue to play the 3-box-3. Our squad feels to me like a 4-2-3-1 squad. It really does. We don't have, unless Endo proves to be that guy, a killer 6, one that's going to go and get you the ball. Maybe Endo becomes that guy, and then maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it's me being a bit sly on Endo or whatever. But like, there's 2 spots at the moment, and I'm just saying go down to a 4-3-2-1, which would leave 1 spot. Like, we could have a 4-3-3 squad. I don't know. Right now, the 3-box-3 is McAllister and Szoboszlai. Gravenberch feels like he's one of them. The integration side of it comes from the next few weeks. You know, you get a grace period of 3 or 4 months where you can bring him in and start to give him minutes from the bench. The 5 subs, the Europa League's going to be a big help there. We've got 6 games between September the 21st and November where we're going to have Europa League. We're going to have at least 1 round of the Carabao Cup against Leicester that he can play in as well. So that's where you're looking at. But instantly I'm looking at it now going, well, somebody mentioned before about Cody Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk, but Pep Lijnders has spent time over there, of course, and he'll be able to sort of speak to him tactically about what he wants and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing. Alex Campanelli, what's wild, Chris, is that we aren't heavily linked with a centre-back either. Everything feels very minimal, praying for no injuries in a magic January transfer window. That would be delicious if we were able to get to some kind of a magic January transfer window. Unless we sell someone, I can't imagine that we would, other than Andre, to be honest. I do think that we are going to get Andre done and dusted. No problems whatsoever with that one. Daniel Stevens just says, bring back Ragnar Klavan. Lee WB says, Thiago's new cater, where is he? So obviously, Jürgen confirmed, my word, it was 9:30 this morning when I was watching the press conference earlier on, and Jürgen confirmed he's had a little bit of a setback and we probably won't see him until after the international break. Zuanov says, why not sell Salah and get Fatty in on loan? Because he's just nowhere near as good as Mo Salah. That's as simple as that is. And the wants Kabak back. Absolutely no way. We need centre-backs, not only midfielders. I know. I mean, we've just done one and we're already whinging, aren't we, about the next one. Rick Sanchez, Gravenberch has the potential to be our surprise standout this season, akin to the impactful signing we saw in Gini Wijnaldum. Watch as he matures into a force on the pitch. I love that. JJ, the Babel interview, I think, gives us a hint of the best way to utilise his skill set. Goals from midfield, just reach new heights. 3 centimetres that can trigger pull means poachers goals on deck. Love all of that. I'm going to get over to the Discord because I've been terrible at the Discord. So apologies for that. Steel Hair's saying, Page, he's got an interview out on YouTube already. It's on the Liverpool channel. I'll be going over there straight after that. Thank you, Steve. He sounds well happy to be here. He does. He admits he flapped a little bit, though, at times. That's brilliant, isn't it? Really think this makes the midfield a lot stronger. No longer a massive drop-off to the bench. We should be able to push for Champions League qualification this year. Emmett, yes, top 4. That's a given. Chris only leaves us an hour to get a centre-back. Hey, that was me. Oh, I did that. Thank you very much. Let's see what else have we got here. The whole keep switching tactics thing is just, yeah, I kind of get that, to be fair. Like, okay then. A full pre-season would have been nice. That's probably what Gravenberch needs, and that probably is why Gravenberch needs to be given maybe a little bit more time than ordinary signings, because, you know, if you get them in pre-season, you get to mould them, you get to train them, you get to see what their fitness levels are like and all that type of stuff for a couple of months nearly. Or no, a month and a half, give or take, before the Premier League season. It's going to be a little bit difficult. I'd love to know, actually, is he going to like the under-21s, the Dutch squad or anything like that? Because it would very much be in his best interest to stay at Kirby, get to know the facilities, get to know the coaches and get to speak to the coaches and get an understanding of what his role is going to be at Liverpool Football Club over the course of the next few months. I think that would be really, really good. If anyone knows the answer to that, whether he's going on under-21 duty or whatever, then please let me know, of course. Let me have a little look here. Josh, apologies, I did miss your super chat. You just said Bella ketchup, get ketchup. So yeah, I mean, listen, we needed a left-sided centre half, in my opinion, and this guy looks like he's gone to PSV. I'm surprised that Liverpool weren't in there, but equally I'm not as well. It doesn't feel, it would have felt like very reactive, that one, and I don't think Liverpool are about that right now. They've wanted Gravenberch for a long time. It might look like it's come out of nowhere, but it hasn't. We know there was due diligence done as April. We know that, you know, there was very much a feeling that they could get Gravenberch done if Bayern Munich were going to sell him. We know that they spoke to him in January as well. He's done some excellent reporting on all of this types of thing. So this has been in the works, and we know that Jürgen liked him from a couple of years ago when we played Ajax in the Champions League groups, and we know that for the last 18 months he's been on our radar as a potential midfield target. So this isn't reactive. Bella Ketchup would have been a reactive thing where I don't think they think of him as the future. That's what they're probably trying to get right now, isn't it? Because at 32-year-old Virgil van Dijk's not going to be here forever. If you sign a young player, he's kind of got to be the future. And maybe they just didn't think that was it. So yeah, there we go. What's the score in the West Ham game? Does anybody know? And it was 1-0 last time I saw. I'm quite interested. So if you could let me know, that would be fantastic. Somebody's asked me thoughts on that reporter, Ivan. Yeah, I think I blocked him, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I can't remember. But I did follow him at one point and then I didn't anymore. Don't see any of his stuff. So I've either unfollowed, muted or blocked. And I don't know which. Okay. Cameron Tilly, where was the recreation of the picture? Not my club socials. Well, I've got it here. This was the original sort of picture of him. And this was the recreation photo here. So that's kind of it. Oh, no. Oh, Charlie, don't tell me this is the truth. I'm going to have to go over and find Indicator now because there was something mentioned about him breaking news at 10 o'clock at night. I do not like this and I feel like I'm going to have to talk about it. Right. We can confirm Al Ittihad have submitted a new bid at 7 for Mo. The new bid is 165 million in total. We understand that the bid will be rejected. We have now been given information that FG will call an emergency meeting if 200 million bid is made. They will discuss all options and what is best for the future of the football club. Jurgen Klopp will also attend the meeting. Fucking hell. Fuck off. Just fucking do one, will you? I don't need that in my life. I do not need that in my life at all. Do not sell Mo Salah. Mo Salah is one of the reasons that we will get back into the Champions League this season. Selling Mo Salah destroys part of your leadership group, destroys a 30-goal-a-season striker that you've relied on for the best part of 6 years or whatever for 200 million quid. If they take the 200 million quid and we bomb, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? This is stupid. We can't sign someone. Get the deal done for next year. Do not sacrifice today for tomorrow. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. Just don't do it. It's got to be arse. I really hope that it's arse. I'm not having it. I just really, and I'm not taking it seriously, but like this is news that's happened all over today, like preparing a £200 million bid and all this type of stuff. So when we find out whether a bid was made of 165 million, if that comes to light, then we can start to seriously think about the £200 million part of that tweet being real. Right now, it's not. It's nothing. It is absolutely nothing until something happens. I do not know how Indicator would get that information without it getting to a proper journalist first. So for me, absolute crock of shit. But just in case, don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare sell him. West Ham 1-2-1. Okay, interesting stuff. Thank you very much for that one, Gary Lind. Appreciate it. Sider Mackham, why accept 200 million when we can't replace him? Some of you are mad. Exactly. What does it do us other than get us £10 million in interest? Absolutely nothing. Stephen O'Sullivan, great midfield rebuild. Salah's staying. Would have loved a defender though. That's exactly what I want to happen. I personally arrange all my travel for Piff back to Riyadh. They ain't taking my Mo. Absolutely. Reinhard or die trying. Love that. No, I can't be dealing with that. None at all. Okay. Henry Hale says Sobo will be our right wing until January if Salah gets old. Yeah, I've been saying that all day, actually. Yeah, I agree that would probably be it. To bless us, Salah's best days are gone. We can replace him January next season if we got cover. Can't replace him next season if we don't get the Champions League football because those good players want to play in the Champions League. And 2 years out of the Champions League makes it even harder for a player to come and join us because we've not been in the Champions League for 2 years. They will go to the side that has been in the Champions League or is in the Champions League. So, yeah, I'm not into that at all. I just think it makes so much sense to just keep Salah and do it next year. We will have money on the table for Mo Salah next year. And if we don't have money on the table for Mo Salah next year, then fucking so what? We'll have had Mo Salah for another year. It's just it. It's just it. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. Got to do a Redmen Plus reacts, of course. We've just had an interview go out on there, redmenplus.com, with Ryan Babel, talking about his ex-teammate, Ryan Gravenberch. We've had so much content go out over the last few hours. We've had a transfer insight show go out there as well, and I always forget the fella's name, so massive apologies there. But we'll see if we can get the fella's name up. Let's see. I can't even find it. Right. There we go. There we go. Toby Al-Shaffel, the expert insight with Toby Al-Shaffel. We're going to have a Redmen Reacts, of course. We've got the Ryan Babel interview. And if you want 50% off for an entire year's worth of content, 50% off as a yearly Captain subscriber, new subscribers only, then the code is Ryan. You will get thousands of hours of content for just $34.99. So please, if you like us, if you want to support us and you want that extra content, this isn't a support us for free thing. This is we are going to enrich your Liverpool fandom thing. Then please get over there and use the code Ryan as a club captain yearly subscriber. I am very tired and I am going to stick around, do a Redmen Reacts, and then I'm going to wrap up this transfer window, and then I'm going to go and have a big fat gin. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you all soon. Ta.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the show. You're amazing. And if you want to signify your legendary status, then head over to redmenplus.com. Join as a legend tier subscriber. Not only you get all of the great video and podcast content, you'll also be entered into our monthly prize draw for great signed Liverpool gear. And you'll get access to our Discord as well, full of amazing Liverpool supporting human beings. Head to redmenplus.com and join as a legend tier today.